Hi, welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. So today I want to show you how to make turnip greens. So I have a garden. I didn't tell you all yet. I'm telling you now. I have a garden. I've had one for about 4 years, and I plant a lot of vegetables in the summer so that I can cut down on my food costs, because the cost will only be when you actually have a garden and you're doing it from seeds is the package of the seeds, right? So I got seeds for anywhere between 50 cents or $1.49 a package, and a package can make you a lot of vegetables. Okay, so I have in my garden turnip greens, collard greens, mustard greens, tomatoes, cucumbers, red peppers, jalapenos, what else do I have in there? And lettuce. Okay, so I planted the turnip greens that we're going to cook today 6 weeks ago. So in 6 weeks I have greens. The package of the turnip greens was 49 cents for one package. And I picked out today about, I'd say, 2 pounds. And so I'm going to show you how to cook that in the pressure cooker. In addition to the turnip greens, I'm also going to add some chopped spinach. So I'm going to have turnip greens and chopped spinach cooking together in the pressure cooker. So you may say, hey, I don't want to mix up all that. You don't have to. You know, the idea is it's all the same. It's a green vegetable, right? So you can cook the turnip greens and or maybe you want collard greens or you want kale, whichever greens you like, okay? You do the same process. So let's just take the process in and not necessarily whether you want to mix it or not. I'm mixing the two because that's what I feel like eating this week, and I thought it'd be interesting to show you that you don't have to just cook one thing, okay? But if you do choose to just say cook kale greens, you follow the same process, okay? All right, so I'm gonna adjust the camera and we're gonna get started, shall we? Okay, so you have to wash your greens about 3 times, okay? You're going to fill up the sink, cut the greens up first so that you can deal with smaller pieces rather than whole pieces of greens. And then you're going to wash it 3 times. The purpose of washing it 3 times is to get the dirt out of the greens, because remember, it grows in the ground, right? Okay, so after you do that, then you're ready to start your cooking process, all right? So here's my greens, as you can see. Okay, that's about 2 pounds of turnip greens. All right, and I have about, I would say, I think it was 2 bunches of the spinach, chopped spinach, okay? All right. So you're going to take the top off. This is the pressure cooker. This is the Power pressure cooker, okay, XL. Power pressure cooker XL. So you take the top off, and the first thing you want to do is you want to put a 8-ounce glass of water in there. You don't need more than that because the pressure cooker do not lose water, okay? I'm putting 3 packages of sugar substitute in here. You don't have to put any sugar in there if you want, but greens are very bitter, so I'm putting that in there to offset the bitter taste. Okay, so this is chicken base. It's the same thing as chicken broth, so you can put it in with liquid form or powdered form. So I'm going to put 3 of these tablespoons. You don't have to measure. It can be running over. It's okay. 3 heaping tablespoons of chicken broth. Okay. All right. So we got that done. I'm gonna sprinkle some black pepper. I'm putting some Creole seasoning in it. You don't have to. I just like the spice, and this time of year my sinus bother me. So, you know, pepper helps open up your sinus. So that's the purpose of that. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that. It doesn't matter how much season. Look at that. I dropped the whole thing in there. Would you believe it? Oh, it got plenty in there now. I guess my sinus will be all open. And some sea salt, okay? All right. So that's all set. I'm gonna give that a stir. And the last thing I want to add in there, uh-oh, the pepper got me going, excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. I had a sneeze, the pepper got my nose going. And this is grapeseed oil. You can use grapeseed oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, whichever you want to do, okay? So we're going to put about 5 tablespoons of that. Okay, now all that's in there. We're gonna put the greens in. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. Putting it in. Okay, all the turnip greens are in. Now we're going to put the chopped spinach. Okay, it's all in. Okay, so now you're just going to put the top on. This button here, you want to put it on and turn it until this goes to the lock position, all right? So I'm putting it on and I'm bringing it this way to the lock position. The word lock is right here, all right? Okay, so we want to cook that for a total of, I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes, okay? So here we go. We're going to press. No, that's 2 minutes. That's starting out too low. 10. Okay, and then we're gonna come up here and push the second spot from the top on the right till we get to 30 minutes. You see that? Okay, and then the only other thing you want to do is there's a knob up here. You want to make sure that knob, turn that knob. You'll hear it drop down until you're going to see a picture looks like almost like a light bulb. You want that to line up with the arrow that's right here on the top, okay? Close as it can get. It'll stop when it gets close to there, all right? And then there's a red button next to it. This red button will pop up once the pressure starts, okay? And once that pops up, the time will actually start then. So if the button doesn't pop up in a period of time that you feel, oh goodness, why haven't it popped up? You can take a long arm spoon and hit it and it'll pop up. But it will pop up if you wait long enough, okay? All right, so we're gonna let that get started. It's gonna take about maybe, I'd say 5 to 7 minutes for the pressure to start building up. And then we're looking for the red button to pop up, okay? So, okay, I wanted you to hear the steam building up. Can you hear that? Okay, so that's what will happen once it starts heating up. So it's been about, I'd say, 8 to 10 minutes since the top went on and we actually started it. So we're waiting on the red button on the top to kick up. And while we're waiting on that, let me let you know, you can cook a roast in this, a whole chicken in it, rice cooks in 7 minutes, potatoes, vegetables, a stew, Oh, so many things that you can do. And you can cook with the pressure cooker at the same time you're cooking either on your stove or with the air fryer, and just cut down your time in terms of how long it takes you to cook. So you can have your whole dinner completely done in 40 minutes if you're using all these tools at the same time. Okay? And that tool could still include your stove just in case you don't have some of the other tools. Alright? Okay, so I'm waiting on the red button still to pop up. It's like I said, if you don't want to wait until it pops up, you can just take a spoon, make sure it has a good length on it, okay? And just tap the red button. See? You tap it and it comes right up, okay? Alright, so remember we're cooking this for 30 minutes and we'll be back. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back. So as you can see, our time have ended. The 30 minutes have already lapsed. And once the pressure cooker cooks, it will leave your food on warm. And that will stay warm for around 4 hours. Okay, so you can, and also when you're cooking this, the good part about it, you don't have to stand there, watch it, stir it, and all of that. You can set it, walk away, and it'll take care of itself. Okay? Alright, so it's on warm. So what we're going to do now is, normally you have to wait until the pressure dies down before you can open this because it's dangerous. Okay? So if you wanted to open it sooner, I'm going to show you what to do. Take a long arm spoon or something with a long handle, and the black button that you set previously that had the little symbol that looked like a light bulb on it, you're gonna hold that up and you're gonna hear the steam come out. And you're gonna do that until you hear no more steam come out, and then it's safe to open. So let's give that a try. See that? Let me adjust this so you can see the steam. Heard that? It dropped down. Okay. So now it's safe to open. Okay? Twist it to the right, come up. Okay. All right. Just mixing it up. Then I'm going to take it out and we're going to have a taste. Excuse me. Okay, drain off some of the juice. All right, so let me give you a visual. Okay, so that's the turnip greens and spinach mixed together, all cooked together. All right, so remember, you don't have to mix it. You can cook any type of green vegetable separately or together. Okay, all right, so we're gonna take a taste. I'm gonna blow it because it's hot. Oh my goodness, delicious. All the flavors are locked in because it's the pressure cooker, so they can't go anywhere or nothing like that. They're soft. delicious. Very, very nutritional greens, okay, and spinach. So there you go. So let me give you a conclusion. In conclusion, I'm gonna recommend the Power Pressure Cooker XL. I think it's a tool that you would love to have in your kitchen. And remember, you can be cooking your vegetables or your starch or your meat all at the same time. So I'm going to show you next time. Let me show you this. This is a steam tray that you drop down into the middle and it'll stop halfway. And on top of this, you can cook your vegetables while you have your meat in the bottom of the pressure cooker, cooking all at the same time. How about that, huh? You can't beat that, right? Okay, so listen, if you're interested in the pressure cooker, check the link out below, okay? And you can go on over to Amazon and get you one, okay? All right, so this is Grandma Ray Don't Play. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. And it's a pleasure coming to you today. And let me give you the word of the day. The word of the day is, maybe you haven't taken time out today for yourself. What are you waiting on? Go ahead. Get you a corner, a chair, a moment, and just go ahead and love on yourself, okay? Yeah, take yours, because you deserve it. You done took care of everybody else. Take care of you for a little bit, okay? All right, this is Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. Bye-bye.